What's up, gamers? We're back with another Marvel Future Fight video, and today I wanted to talk about the 5th gear slot. What I'm talking about is this new gear slot right here that you can get in the Dimension Rifts as special bonuses. And there's a couple that I wanted to say that are interesting. Some are better than others. Some of them are very specific to some characters. For example, like if I look at the Red Hulk has a bunch of skills that use fire damage, and just for fun, I put the fire damage gear slot on him. Why not? I mean, I just go on with it. He's not my main character. He's not in my main lineup. And you know, some characters like Groot has a really cool heal ability. It seems like really useful to put the recovery one on him, and he generates a ton of health. And there's some with cold damage with Loki, and mind damage with MODOK, and poison damage with Green Goblin. And I just have kind of gone with the flow, and I've been putting those on the appropriate characters where it makes sense. Now, on the characters that I'm more serious about, there has been 3 different gear ones that seem to be universal and work well for everybody. There's one that affects critical rate, there's one that affects critical damage, and there's a dodge one. And it depends if you want to be able to do attack or defense. And I'm just going to say right now, I think the dodge one is the best. And I'm going to go into a video right now, and hopefully I'll be able to prove that it's the best one. And I'll get into that in a minute. But if you're set on doing more damage, like the character that you have has good defense and you just want to have more damage, my suggestion is to use the critical rate one, and then take your gear cards and boost them in critical damage as much as possible. And I'll explain why. So that's what I did here with Iron Man. I've got the gear, and I'm using the 32% critical rate, and then I went into his 4th slot on his gear right here, and I boosted them all to critical damage. And what happened is that I basically now have a 38% chance to do 120% damage. Now, the reason why you want to do the critical rate in the gear slot and then the critical damage in the 4th gear slot is this. You want to boost the lower number first. So like when you don't have any of these buffs, basically your critical rate is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%, and your critical damage is going to be about 115%. And you want to boost the lower number first. So like I added the 5th gear slot that boosted the critical rate up to 37%. And then from there, I went and took the critical damage and took it from 115 to about 120 by boosting those 4th gear slot. And you always want to do the smaller number first. And I hate doing math in videos, but let's say you have 2 numbers and it's like 2 and 5, and it's 2 times 5, and 2 times 5 is 10, and you have an option of adding a 1 to either number, either the 2 or the 5. If you add the 1 to the higher number, the 5, and it becomes 6, then you get 2 times 6, and that becomes 12. But if you add the 1 to the smaller number and make it 3 times 5, you get 15. So if you're going to add to the critical rate, you want to add to the critical rate one first because it has a lower number. It's in the low single digits where the critical damage is in like 15. But then once the critical rate gets up to like 30, something like that, you want to put all the rest of the numbers in the critical damage. I've done the math, and the critical rate booster one is the best. Now, the dodge one is awesome. And I think, and I'm going to try to prove right now that the dodge one is the best. I recently put the dodge one on my Captain America. I had the critical rate one. To me, this is like adding hit points, like 33% more hit points, because I'm going to be taking 33% less damage. I'm going to be stunned or snared less than I was before, a lot less, because I'm not receiving the damage. Where I got this particular booster was playing in the Iron Fist Dimension Rift, and where I get the critical rate one is in the Black Panther Dimension Rift. And this is what was happening. I pretty much always play the level 50 stages, so I was like farming for Drax Biometrics so I can get him up to 3 stars, because I'm set on getting all my characters up to 3 stars, and now I'm down to 3 characters that are not 3 stars, my Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, and Red Hulk, and I'm going to get my Yellow Jacket probably to 3 stars today. But I was farming in this particular area. I was going into mission, I hit special, and then I was farming for Drax Biometrics here, and I was playing on the very last stage, the one that has level 50 characters. And what I was doing is I was going in with Captain America in my lead slot, and then I was taking my worst 2 characters. Like that right now, it'd be Yellow Jacket and Red Hulk. Not my worst, my lowest rated ones. I could not beat the stage when I had the critical rate. And what I had to do to beat this stage is I would actually have to take in my Hulkbuster, and I don't know if you know this already. Hulkbuster is just absolutely amazing, especially for running these high-level missions, because when he gets to 4 stars, he gets this physical immunity buff for like 10 seconds, and it comes up intermittently. And it's just amazing. He's like damage immune for like 10 seconds. So the only way that I could beat this stage before was taking Captain America, Hulkbuster, and some random character. But what I really wanted to do is just take 2 random characters in with Captain America, and I could not do that before when I had the critical rate. I just installed the dodge one right now. So I want to go into this stage and just see how it turns out. If I can go through this like with no problems, to me that'll prove that the dodge one is way better than it was before. If I can't beat this stage, well then I don't know. That's just the way it is. Let's go in and do it. And I'm going to leave autoplay on most of it because I'm really not trying to show off my character or anything like that. I just want to see if I can get through it. Now, the whole trick to this stage is just to stay out of these energy barriers. So I kind of just run around and stay in the corner until they come closer. So he's doing his thing, and then right now I've got that uniform bonus, so for 5 seconds he's damage immune. And I have VIP level 4, so if I cycle my characters in and out, I get healing. So right now my Captain America is healing, and this is what I was doing before, and I could just not beat this stage without taking my Hulkbuster. So I'm hoping that now that I've got the dodge thing on, it's going to work good. Now I'm in that 5-second damage immune bar, and you can see his dodge triggering there, and that is very good. And I'm hoping that this just works. And the reason why I got really picky about the dodge thing is I was going and playing in the arena mode, and I kind of had been like kind of carefree in the arena mode, like I would never lose. And I came up against somebody that had all the dodge, and I lost. And it was the first time I had lost in like a month, maybe a month and a half. And I was like, holy crap, this dodge thing is so good. And I just lost to somebody because I couldn't hit them. They was like, dodge, 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 dodge. And then it happened a second time, and I was like, okay, I got to swap out on my best 3 characters. At least I got to put this dodge thing on them because it's a big deal. Okay, so we're going along just fine. I wasn't expecting any trouble right here in this part, but my health is running low actually, and I'm not happy about that. And hopefully I can get my health up before I get to the Drax boss. And he's pretty tough. He just is tough. Okay, now on this energy bubble, I gotta really run away. I hate those being slowed, so I just kind of run away from it. I didn't bring in the best ally right here. Here's a 6-star Black Widow, and she is green. If she was a blue character, that would be better. Now, when I was running through this stage with my Iron Man, I did not have these problems because Iron Man is a blast hero, and blast heroes, have a bonus against combat heroes. But my Iron Man is maxed out, and so I don't use him anymore for these type of missions. Once I get my character up to level 45 on the 5 stars, I pretty much just stop using them. And my Captain America is pretty well equipped, and he's ready to go. I'm just waiting to get that 5th mastery on him so that everybody can get an extra 5% HP. And then he'll be pretty much done as far as I'm concerned when he gets to level 45. And then I'll just have to grind it out and try to get him to 6 stars, which takes forever. Oh my God, 320 biometrics. I'm not planning on getting any 6-star characters anytime soon. See, I kind of am stalling right now because I want to heal them a little bit because the boss is coming up right here. So I'm going to tap in Captain America and I'm going to go. And I really hope I don't die right here because I'm going to be embarrassed. But if I do win right here, it just kind of proves to me that the dodge is really that much better than the critical rate one, and I'm hoping it is. Okay, so I have to be kind of really tricky about this. I gotta watch my bonuses and make sure that I don't tap him out when he's in damage immune mode, when his uniform bonus triggers. And so far, he's hanging in there pretty well. Okay, come on, have your damage immunity trigger. I want to at least tap out after that. I kind of want to get that to go. Okay, so it triggered, and as soon as the uniform bonus is over, I will tag in Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket seems really good right now. I can't wait to get him up to 40 and 3 stars to, prove my suspicions that he's really good. And all Hulkbuster seems really good too. Like he's got some really good stun effects, so I'm liking him a lot. Okay, so I tapped back in my Captain America. He went right back into the dodge. And I gotta tell you, I just straight up died on this stage. I could not beat this stage at all before. And it looks like I'm gonna beat it. And my suspicions were correct that dodge bonus is really good. I mean, I was not doing anything differently than what I'm doing right now. And I just could not beat this stage. I mean, yeah, my Captain America was like level 40, but I don't know how much level 40 to level 43 makes a difference. I mean, I know it does make a difference, but I wasn't even coming close to winning. I was dying at when he had like 90,000 hit points stat. And so this dodge one that you can get in the Iron Fist, in my opinion, is just straight up the way to go. So there we have it. My suspicions were correct. This dodge booster card is the real deal. It definitely works. It's definitely useful. And for me, I'm going to put on my 3 main characters that I take into the arena, which is Captain America, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. It's just because there's a good combo with those 3. I like the Civil War combo seems to be pretty good, but a lot of people use Journalistic Integrity, and there's a lot of other good ones that I see out there, but this just happens to be the one that I'm using. I'm going to put on all 3 of these characters the dodge one, and then on my strikers, which are my other 4-star characters, and my Black Widow, and my War Machine, and my Ultron, I will put the critical rate one on those. That way they do more damage to the opponents. And then on the rest of the characters back here, I'm going to have fun with it. You know, if I have an extra dodge one, I'll put on it. If I have an extra critical rate one, I'll put on them. If they're specific, like they have cold damage or fire damage or poison damage or something like that, I'll just put the appropriate one on them just because it's kind of fun. I mean, I guess if I was being super picky and I had a lot of time and a lot of extra energy, I'd probably just do dodge on everybody if I was just going to make a general statement. But it's hard to find them, and it's really expensive because I do the level 50 missions, and it costs like 24, 25, 26 energy per run, and that is just zaps your energy just like that. Anyhow, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. And if you have any questions about this game, or if you'd like me to make a video, put something down in the comment section. If I keep seeing the same question over and over again, I'll definitely make a video about it.